Hey Taurus, how are you? This is your message for December 10th through the 16th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Check your other signs for more. I have a card already turned over. Oh my gosh, wow. What are the chances of that? I didn't even mean for that to happen. That's crazy. I just noticed this. I was actually going to go into the songs that came through during your pre-shuffle. It was really cool to listen to. It's a lot of like 90s music, which is amazing and quite a great era actually for myself as when I grew up, which is fantastic. We've also got a lot of oracle decks to go through as well. Find out lots of information. There is a giveaway at 30,000 subscribers. Subscribe. I will announce that giveaway once we hit the 30,000. I'm going to still let you know what deck that's going to be. I had one decided, but I kind of want to get a really cool, nice one for y'all. Okay. So let's get started on that. Anything else, check the description box. We have monthly readings where we go into the astrology just very briefly, and we have daily messages as well. Thank you for joining me for today. Let's get started on your message, Taurus. The songs that came through was Love Song by Sky, Some Kind of Wonderful by Sky, Faded, Soul Decision, Learn to Fly, Foo Fighters, Best of You, Foo Fighters. Give those a listen. It was quite the playlist that was presented to me previous to your message. I was like already going into another loop with something. It's like as if you went through a meeting or some kind of talk or some kind of something. Am I actually zoning out right now and started shuffling? Holy moly. How long was that? Oh my gosh. I literally thought I was in a pre-shuffle all of a sudden again. Like I was out. That's crazy. Holy moly. Whatever, let's just split the deck. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I literally just disappeared for a second and went somewhere. That was crazy. Death in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is past energy showing up first. We have Scorpio energy, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. It's a younger energy for sure. For my lovely Taurus, for December 10th through the 16th. I had to look at my computer and I was like, am I still recording? What's going on? And I was like, do I stop? No, that's something that was for sure meant for that. There was some major pause, some major like meditative silent moment of like really diving deep into listening. It's almost as if there's a resistance to change here. It's very interesting. It's like someone's like, no, I know what to do. I know what I need to do. Like I can, there's so much inner belief, but there's almost as if like they don't know what you know. Energy. But then part of me is asking a question of like, we need to let them know? Are you? I feel like that there is like a lack of that there. But then there's also this like energy of like being drained, emotionally unable to, physically unable to, like there's just a deep weight on someone with this Page of Wands in reverse. Let's see what else we got. Got the Eight of Wands for the current energy. Wow, Ace of Swords, I like this. It's almost as if the floodgates opens. I still feel a very weird heaviness of like wanting to be dissociated from the reading, which is so interesting. I don't know what that's about. Nine of Cups in reverse. Floodgates open, you have a truth of victory, being able to wield the sword, you have some movement here, but there's something here in regards to belief of self, in regards to something that you're focusing on. Nine of Cups in reverse. There's an energy of feeling like you don't have a lot to offer, like you're not worthy, like this and that. Like, part of me makes me feel like you're needing to, like, this is past stuff still weighing on you. It's very true. You'd be very surprised the underlying beliefs that we hold and carry that are not true, that are so deeply rooted into our core, and we cannot do it alone to break them. It's actually really interesting. I'm actually going through it, doing some interesting shadow work at the moment, and it's great epiphanies and breakthroughs. We still need to push a negative self-belief out. Wow, Seven of Swords for future energy. Seven of Cups for future energy. Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. This is kind of like a very cool advisal caution of empowerment, which is kind of weird. This is kind of like, you know, realize and understand that everybody around you is actually and or could be trying to deceive you and not have the best intentions for you whatsoever. But understand and know that that means that you've got it really good in the current moment where you're at now, and you've actually got a lot of options that open many, many doors because of this. So what should you really focus on? Due to the fact that there's so much coming in for you, you're having like an overabundance of this potentially elated feeling of empowerment and enjoyment after going through so much negativity and disheartenment. It seems as though you can now focus on being that healed version of yourself, and recognizing negative and toxicity and allowing that, but just removing yourself from it. And that's truly like also not taking away from you as well. I love this. I love how this transforms everything. What's the overall energy of this message? Four of Cups. Wow, I like this. I like this. Taurus, you've really been sitting back and taking some time out for yourself, and I really see that. You're not letting anyone take advantage of you in ways that would be unrecognizable to others as being taken advantage of. But to you, you understand that it is. And I like that. That tells me that you understand humans and psychology so much more beyond what I ever do. And it's very interesting how you see the world without the rose-colored glasses. Sometimes we need those rose-colored glasses. But I really feel like this time that you spent doing this has brought about so much new beginnings in regards to how you see yourself, how you perceive yourself, your new truth, your new future, the love that you attract, the love that you hold, the love that you give. I love this. What's the challenge though? Devil card, of course. We have the Seven of Swords here. So the devil's always going to try to throw darkness into light, try to see if he can cast shadow. Ultimately, we can't dim our light, nor can we get rid of the shadow. We just allow it and recognize it. That is a thing, and it's there. You can use it to work on yourself. What the shadow does is it also illuminates something. It actually doesn't necessarily, like a shadow has a light of its own, you just don't necessarily see it as light. It's like, and the shadow doesn't even want to even be called light. They're like, don't give me that kind of gooiness. Ew. And it's just like, but I'm trying to work with you, darkness, to show that you actually do help me and I care for you and this and that. So it's like you're killing it with kindness. I love that. So then what is the outcome of this message? With the Sun in reverse, well, it's ego shattering at the same time as it is kind of disheartening, because, you know, we, what do you call it? Innocence is a blessing, or ignorance is a blessing. It's just like, now that we know what we know, we can literally not go back to not being of knowing. Once the universe cracks you open, and the light that pours through, it's just a lot to handle sometimes. So you really have to just allow yourself to just take some time away from it. Like, you don't need to participate in the matrix. It's not a requirement. You can, to an extent, and allow yourself to just detach from that at the end of the day, kind of thing. I want to get more clarification on the Sun in reverse. Justice in reverse. Yeah, you know what this does? It's terrible. It sucks. I understand that you went through this and you experienced this, and that there still potentially could be more to experience. The more that we can really truly stay grounded in ourselves, the more that we can understand and remember that there's so many other options out there for us to be open to. And it doesn't always mean that you're stuck. Never are you stuck. There's always choice. Okay? So let's see. We're thinking of a Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I see Capricorn. I see Leo, Libra. Okay. How did they feel about you? How did you feel about them? Maybe nothing was changing in the situation. There was a lot of immaturity in the situation. It might have been gaslighting you in the situation, really shaking you to your core, making you not believe the amazingness that you are, and you might have actually been making yourself small and shrink yourself during this time, right? Making it even worse for you and making them even more frustrated. It also opens you up to a truth where you're like, okay, well, I better move and take what I can and go with me, because I know that this is the time that I should do it. This is kind of like my reasoning behind, like, I'd rather move middle of seasons, or like seasonal transitions. It's much easier to move. Middle of summer is just too busy with travel, people, and work. And then middle of winter is just, it's too much snow. It's too damn cold. It's hard to get anywhere. So it's transition seasonal times that works best. And it really makes me feel like that's kind of a thing for you as well. I see that with the Seven of Swords in terms of there's no leaves on the trees, but there's no snow on the ground. It's about a future transitional thing. So that could also be like spring. It goes both ways with the spring and the fall. Interesting. But I want more encouragement around the Sun in reverse and the Justice in reverse. Why is it outcome? Because of the realization, and then now having to redirect self. I like that the Ace of Cups is here, but this is about maybe creating a new relationship with yourself, and also understanding that you can put yourself out there and have a relationship with other people, but knowing that it's not always going to be reciprocal, knowing that not everybody's going to want that with you, and knowing that not everybody even wants, I guess not everybody wants that with you, kind of thing. And that it's nothing against us. It's always something to do with them. The people that want with us. That's it. And people that always have something, like, it was previous to your message too. I was like thinking about, like, when I moved into the place that I'm in and I have a roommate, it's like, I think they had preconceived notions about me, and that their dislike of me because they have to have a roommate before I arrive. And now I have a new roommate arriving, and it's like, because that person moved out, they were just being a BCITH. They kept touching my stuff. It was crazy, the drama. But like, it's just really interesting to see that now the tables turn, and it's like, I'm getting the new roommate, and I have to limit any preconceived notions about this person, because those are fears that do come up. But I do see that there's some good new things here happening for you amidst the difficulties of all this. We do have to stay really grounded through all that, but remember that to abolish the limiting self-belief of being lesser or not having value is a lie. one of the biggest lies anybody and or the universe or the devil or anything like that has ever told you. Okay? Do not believe any of those limiting self-beliefs. It's kind of crazy how working in therapy could make you millionaire, billionaire. Just think of it. I'm thinking of it, that's for sure. Maybe I'll prove it. What is the, how do they feel about you? Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Yes, clearly. Got a lot going on here, and I feel like some of it may even be coming from them, but the sheer fact that you could be tolerating, putting up with it, they blame that on you, not on themselves. That's the terrible part about this, what makes it really unhappy, is that that's how little they think of you. And so what ends up happening is you flip the script and you shift it on them, and they get their rude awakening that they don't like. That's fine. They were trying to do you wrong anyways. How do you feel about them? Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Yeah. If you're not true to yourself, they don't believe you're true with them. And so by doing this, they can respect you more when you set boundaries with them. The sheer fact that you have to set the boundary with them sucks. They may hate you for it, but you can't care about that. And so what ends up happening is I did sense that you still cared about them and whatnot. Romance and sacred union underneath the deck. But I do feel you have to actually put yourself first. Mirror them in this moment. The message for you, I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Now, they may actually do care for you. We have something here amazing for you, a new connection or relationship. This person cares for you, but try not to think that they're going to do you wrong. Keep an open mind about it. Understand that majority of people will try to do you wrong. I'll tell you, there's not a lot of loyal people out there. A lot of people are very loyal to themselves, so if you're not, don't let them walk all over you, because they will try. What is the energy around them for Taurus? Cornucopia. Interesting, that's great. Good for them. At first I'm like, I don't know what to think. I kind of thought it was not going to be good. This person's going through good things. Don't try to want from them, or don't try to anything from them. Like, the fact that they could want from you or try and deceive or whatever it is, there's an understanding and truth about you and them that makes you two individuals going through your own two experiences, completely successful in their own right. Maybe some, for some not, but completely successful in their own right. This both, I feel, going through an abundance. Now, what is the energy surrounding you? If it's not abundance, it's a belief, because I want to say there's an abundance there. So yeah, the journey. I like this. The journey. I do sense a little bit of an energy of wanting to go towards them, to reach that abundance that you perceive they have, that they are. But I want you to continue to search within and journey yourself. There's the discovery, and I'm going to show you underneath, the very end, the very bottom of it all, underneath all the surface, the gold that is revealed in you. Okay? When you rediscover that, oh boy, no one can actually get past your defense systems then, because you're so in love with yourself in a non-selfish way that they can't actually tell you who you are, because you've already discovered it. These people are literally, or this person is literally just experiencing themselves, potentially even for the first time. So then what's the advice? Advice for Taurus. December 10th to the 16th. Surrender obsessive thinking. When you let it go and you release it, they're not living rent-free in your mind anymore. And they're not that important anymore either. At least, not in their perception. So now they have to work a little bit extra to get your attention. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Yeah, I do this a lot actually to myself. I was like, okay, universe, I give it to you, because like at this point, like there's nothing I can do. If someone's going to come back into my life, or someone's going to talk, or whatever it is, or this thing's going to happen, or I'm going to become a millionaire, or whatever it is, then it will be. And if it's not, then it's not. The universe will inspire and create that, and I'll attract it, and it'll just happen. It's just a matter of patience. And if not, I'll enjoy the life while I'm having it. Why not? And that's your message for today. I love you tons, and I'll see you when I see you next.